What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So let's get right into it. Damian Priest should retain his World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And I have a couple of points to support what I'm saying right now. So let's talk about what's going on between Gunther and Damian Priest. So the promo that they had 2 weeks ago, I said this in my previous video, that it was an underrated segment on Raw, and it did so much for both of these guys. For Damian Priest, it made him look like this great baby face. It finally gave him an identity out of just being a part of the Judgment Day, and it gave the fans something to cheer for. As for Gunther, he enhanced Damian Priest's promo by his rebuttal of making him seem like this entitled person who's privileged and feel like that he deserves everything, and it finally gave the fans a reason to hate Gunther, because we typically just watched him because we wanted to see him go in the ring and just chop people up. No more to combat. But after that promo, it made this feud a lot more interesting going to SummerSlam. But the storyline that I really want to talk about is the internal struggle of Damian Priest of wanting to prove that he deserves to have that title by winning a match clean, and he has yet to do that so far since he's won that title, because every time he's had a match, some type of shenanigan or somebody get involved from the outside and it helps him win the match. But as we see at Money in the Bank, he didn't look too happy to win because he wanted to win it the honorable way. Now, the reason why I brought up that story is because I think at SummerSlam, this is the best possible opportunity for him to actually win clean against one of the toughest guys in WWE. He should get that moment there. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying. You know, this is a missed opportunity to give Gunther a lot of heel heat. This will make Gunther look real bad because he lost against Sami Zayn, and for him to lose another title match, and this is going to make Gunther look weak and possibly bury him. I disagree with all of that, okay? Let's just start off with the fact that even, Sami Zayn beat him clean at WrestleMania. Why shouldn't Damian Priest, your World Heavyweight Champion, be able to beat him clean at SummerSlam? And it's not going to make him look weak. It's not going to make him look weak at all. If you do it in this way, if you let the match go the distance and let it go either way, where it can look like either guy can win and then something small can happen to tip the scales in Damian Priest's favor, like for instance, if Gunther is outside the ring, he tries to hit Damian Priest with a chop, he accidentally hits the ring post and it hurts his arm. Damian Priest could take advantage of that and actually win the match clean and get him an opportunity for that moment. And he shouldn't get that moment for the sake of a pop or for the sake of just getting the moment. But I really believe that whenever Damian Priest does drop that title, he's not going to sniff that title for a long time, if not at all. And I'm hoping that's not the case, but I feel like that's the direction they're going to go for. And I feel like the next title he's going to go for is probably going to be on SmackDown in the next couple of years. So if that's going to be the case, why not allow him to have that moment? Now, as far as Gunther getting heel heat, and it's a missed opportunity if he doesn't win, we got to think about this. If Gunther wins that title off of Damian Priest, even though it will get him a lot of heel heat, we can't sacrifice what makes sense for a moment just for some heel heat. Because think about this. If Gunther wins that title, Bash in Berlin is in 3 weeks. Now we got to cook up a random feud for Gunther going into Bash in Berlin. And who would that person be? Is it going to be Ilya Dragunov? Because he's going to lose that match regardless. And it's going to make Ilya look even weaker because he can't win a match to save his life. Okay, at this point, he can't really win to save his life. Outside of the King of the Ring, for the most part, he's not in a great place. And even if they have their match at Bash in Berlin between Gunther and Ilya Dragunov, it doesn't need a title. It really doesn't. I know everybody's excited about that match. I watched NXT UK as well, but again, it doesn't need a title. But what would make more sense is for Damian Priest to retain at SummerSlam, and then they could revisit Damian versus Gunther at Bash in Berlin if you're going to have Gunther win that title, and then he could win it there. And I don't know how they'll do that. Maybe Finn gets involved and costs Damian the title, and then if that does happen, that can spin off into a feud between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. They can have their own thing, and then Gunther can move on to a fresh feud the following month, and then I think that just makes sense. And the alternative doesn't make sense at all, to have Damian Priest lose the title at SummerSlam and then get it back from Gunther at Bash in Berlin, because at that point it's like, what was the point of doing that entire thing? Another reason why I think it's a great idea for Damian Priest to retain at SummerSlam and for Gunther to win at Bash in Berlin is because it'll benefit Gunther a whole lot. I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. So this new personality, this new gimmick that Gunther has acquired since being in this feud with Damian Priest is that he's entitled, he's privileged, he thinks the world owes him something, he thinks people should give him something just because he's who he is. And if they have the match finished the way that I said it was a few minutes ago, Gunther can use that arm injury as an excuse, as a way to demand a rematch from Damian Priest. And as Damian Priest rejects his offer and tell him, no, I don't want to give you a rematch, I already beat you, you can have Gunther just go crazy, go into this tirade because he's not used to people saying no to him, and it'll give it time for him to generate more heel heat in this character as we go into into Bash in Berlin. And in this moment, you can have Gunther attempt to bait Damian Priest into another title match by talking crazy to him on promos, talking about his parents, talking about the people who live on the street, talking about how much he's street trash again, talking about people in the audience. And if that does not work, Gunther can get to the point where he just, crashes out and attacks Damian Priest. And when Gunther wins at Bash in Berlin, if Finn Balor does help him, Finn Balor would get double heat because he turned on his friend, and not only that, you help the person that everyone genuinely hates win that title. And Gunther can be that heel that's very rare nowadays, a heel that people actually hate, because for the most part, a lot of heels, people actually like him, but Gunther can finally be that heel that people hate. And he can be much watched TV because he'll be like Roman Reigns. People will tune in just to watch him lose, kind of like Floyd Mayweather and so many other people. So this can really be beneficial for Gunther in that aspect. And I'm not saying that Finn Balor is going to help Gunther in the attempts to try to help Gunther. I think what they can do is whenever Gunther does attack Damian Priest could be a little injured going into this match, and then he could just accept the challenge because he is a fighting champion, and Finn Balor can feel like, man, you're going against somebody like Gunther hurt. He may need my help, and in attempts to help Damian Priest, then you can have it to where he costs Damian Priest his title, and that can spin into a whole nother storyline that I will talk about in a whole different video, so look out for that. So let's say that hypothetically he wins at Bash in Berlin with the help of Finn Balor. This is an opportunity for Gunther to generate even more heel heat, because on a promo on Monday Night Raw, he could say to the crowd, hey, Damian Priest cheated when he beat me by using my arm as an advantage, but I beat him at Bash in Berlin fair and square. I can't say the reason why Finn Balor did what he did. Maybe the universe knew that I deserved the title because it shouldn't be on some type of street trash like Damian Priest, and that can generate him so much heel heat. This is a great opportunity to do this. Please, WWE, do this, man. So that pretty much wraps up the reasons why I think it would be a great idea for Damian Priest to retain his title at SummerSlam. A little bit of fantasy booking in there as well, but I think this could work out really great for Gunther. But let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with this idea. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Salute, peace, have a good day. So the coma videos are really good. So go ahead and check those out. But at the end of the day, I caught him in the why did I catch his face like this? At the end of the day, I know a lot of people talk about how toxic it is online, and it's very true. But at the end of the day, if it's that bad, you don't have to use the app. You don't. I don't know why people act like they cannot get off that app. You know, I get that it's addicting. I get it. But if it's that bad, if it's affecting your life like that to the point where it's upsetting you and you're crashing out, just get off the app. If it doesn't bother you that much, if you just want to take the good with the bad and that's just how it is, then hey, to each his own. I'm not mad at you. But for me, I'm on there to tweet once or twice about certain subjects and then I get off. But what do you guys think? Do you think the internet wrestling community is the worst? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, regardless if you're a troll, if you're not a troll, whatever. You part of the wrestling family, I rock with you guys, but stop messing with people online. Have a good day.